All right. It is almost 9:20 on a Sunday morning. I was up till way past 2 a.m. playing Solasta Ice Palace expansion, whatever the hell it is. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm a little tired this morning. I woke up at 8:30. I've been trying to get moving ever since, but hey, here we are. Let's do some prep for. Let's prep some Dungeons and Dragons. Let's prep some Dungeons and Dragons this morning. All right, I've got this incredibly like spoopy music going with this weird flute and stuff, but it's a little too like time to go back to bed. So I'm gonna swap it out. Hold on. Need something with a slight beat to it. Might be good. Okay. Whoa. So on Thursday, we were building beautiful maps, and I liked building those beautiful maps. It was nice. I don't know if 30 minutes is really well spent on maps that we probably don't need for today's session. Is the problem. Admittedly, they are going to need some more roads. We could bust out some more road maps. We got our frosty maps, but I think we have to bring them over here because they're not currently ready. In another window, I'm going to boot up the test world. But for now, let us open up some notes and figure out where we are. Right? Figure out where we are. So, Curse of Strahd, D&D notes. Drag this boy. Oh, you been up? Oh my goodness. I'm not tired. You're tired. Don't tell me I'm tired. I'm not a baby. I don't need to go to bed. I'm a big boy that stays up all night playing video games. Hey, Scottrick, good to see you. Good morning. This will make those little nerf herders very happy. So. All right. So let's see. Solasta, let me tell you, even if you don't listen to us banter and joke around and complain about how bad Solasta is while also secretly enjoying the hell out of it, it's a great opportunity to throw the channel up on your phone while you do other stuff and just farm the hell out of some fanspiration points. People wonder, where did all the fanspiration go? We stopped playing Solasta. That's probably where all the fanspiration went. Yeah, holy shit. All right. Curse of Strahd DM notes. All right. We talked about the Fanes already, and we got that sorted out, which is good. They're going to go talk to, maybe, Jenny Greenteeth, so that's a whole thing. So I kind of want to put here at the top Daybreak, and it is 5/28/23. And what kind of shit do we think they're going to get up to today? All right, hold on just a sec. Importer, heartbeat, blah blah blah, Moulinet, blah blah blah. All right, that should be fine. And go. All right, so what kind of shit are they going to get up to? Let us look at the map. All right. So these cuties, they made it here. Then they went down the road like here. They got a little bit more to go to get to Valakai or Jenny. Okay. So, what are we going to do about that? Where are they going to go? And they could also try to go to Kresik. They want a cure for lycanthropy. So we need to provide a cure for lycanthropy, is essentially what it comes down to. So I think our prep today needs to be focused on lycanthropy. All right. So I have Test World open. I'm going to go to our scenes, and I'm going to go to custom locales. And we never finished uploading these frozen roads. So instead of importing the whole folder, I'm just going to go to scenes. And God forbid I need a frozen road today, but I will go ahead and just throw them in to the folder. Because I don't think these have been exported yet. Let me see. Frozen stones is actually already in the Curse of Strahd locales folder. Oh, alright. That works out pretty well then. So Frozen Cave Road, we could just throw in there. There we go. Maybe. Nice. You know what? Fuck it for now. I'll just export the folder as is. There we go. And that should overwrite the ones that are already there. And that'll just save me some time and decision making. And I can always get the rest of it sorted out later. Alright. And then Benios, Battle Maps, Single Maps. We're going to go ahead and export all that as well. Export the whole file structure. Go for it. Will's the best. Sorry. I see what you posted, Will. I see what you posted on the Discord. Alright. So, the other thing I made that I'm really proud of, and I'm going to take a second to show you because I'm really proud of it, is, you know, you may or may not know that I have been hitting my head against a brick wall every Wednesday night in a game called Dragon's Dogma. My favorite bad guys in Dragon's Dogma are these Saurian lizard folk. And so I made a Saurian lizard folk for Curse of Strahd, obviously. So what I did is I started with a troll, hence the large size and the decent hit point pool, and the amazing constitution. And they have an assortment of skills: handle animal, athletics, perception, and survival, because I wanted them to be like outdoorsy kind of ranger dudes. I gave them vulnerability to cold and resistance to poison. They speak Abyssal and Draconic, which will not get translated by the mists. And they have dark vision 60 feet that they inherited from being a troll. But generally, everything I fight in Dragon's Dogma can see perfectly well in the dark, so I'm assuming that they also have dark vision. So over here, instead of their weird assortment of lizard folk weapons, which is very fun and cool for the pre-Morden Canaan lizard folk, they do have a bone war spear. And they can use this one or two-handed, but I said in the stat block that it favors two-handed. So I set up the versatile weapon to give me the two-handed damage first and the other damage second. Hopefully that's not too confusing. So these dudes are rocking a 1d10 plus 4 for damage. That's not too bad. I gave them some nets, even though they're not going to be very good with the nets, and it would be a suboptimal play to use the net. What I picture them doing with the nets is after they've knocked you out, that's when they would bust out the nets so that they could kind of drag you away. And the nets are more for them to go hunting, you know, game with and stuff like that. Venomous Bite. So their Venomous Bite, not only does it do extra poison damage, but they get temp HP equal to the piercing damage dealt by this attack on top of their regeneration power, which is pretty nuts. However, if they perform Venomous Bite, they cannot perform 2 melee or ranged weapon attacks. It specifically says not Venomous Bites. But how do they get that Venomous Bite out? I'll show you. They have Cornered as their bloodied ability, so they get to attack for free when they get bloodied. They can hold their breath like a lizard folk. They have Keen Smell. They have a Pounce ability. And this actually pairs really well with their Standing Leap. So with their Pounce ability, if it succeeds on the DC 15 strength save, if the target fails and is knocked prone, if the target is prone, they can then make 1 Venomous Bite attack against it as a bonus action. So these dudes get back into that troll territory with the Claw Bite by getting the leap, stab, bonus action, bite, stab again situation. I gave them regeneration 20, which is 10 higher than a normal troll, and this is to represent how beefy these saurian lizard folk are in come on, brain. How beefy these lizard folk are in Dragon's Dogma. Now, admittedly, I think a better way to represent it is the saurian lizard folk have resistance to all damage until their tail is cut, but I like the angle of the tail being sort of the battery for their regeneration because, one, there's no trolls in the campaign setting, and two, lizards regenerate IRL, so it feels like a better thing than damage reduction. To me, it feels better. So they also have hardened hide. So when they are bloodied, their lizard folks, their scales harden a bit more. They get one more armor class. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but every bonus can help, especially at those lower levels. They have a weakness called Cold-Blooded. If they take damage or are exposed to extreme cold for more than 10 minutes, they must have a successful DC 10 Constitution saving throw or suffer a point of exhaustion. The lizard folk can remove levels of exhaustion it gained this way by sitting in the sun for 10 minutes per level, which is adorable. This means that if these guys come up as a winter encounter, because there are seasons in Barovia, I'll probably just skip this encounter and go to something else. So the odds of these actually seeing some play in our Curse of Strahd games is pretty low, but I just really wanted to make these monsters. They have weakness, magical misgivings. Most lizard folk do not have a great understanding of magic and may fear it. If a creature can demonstrate it wields magic, it gains advantage on charisma intimidation checks against lizard folk. This only works on lizard folk that can't use magic themselves. Then we got weakness, tail cut. If the saurian lizard folk takes 20 or more slashing or piercing damage from attacks that were flanking or had advantage in a single round, its tail is cut off. This is because there isn't any facing in 5th edition. So to simulate getting behind the creature and hitting its tail, you have to have advantage on the attack or you have to be flanking. So if they take 20 or more points of damage from slashing or piercing in a single round, the tail is cut off. This ends its regeneration trait for 72 hours, the time it takes to regrow a new tail. And then I gave him a poison spray as an innate ability so that they have a ranged attack, and also because I'm pretty sure that they spit poison in Dragon's Dogma. And then finally, their loot. You can use their hide to make leather armor. They've got poison glands that could be used for crafting. And then their lizard tail can be cooked and eaten, providing food for 2d4 creatures. Anyone eating this food gains fast healing 1 for the next hour. Fast healing restores X hit points at the beginning of each turn if the creature has 1 or more HP. So yeah, I thought it was a really fun and cool monster, and I'd like to do more Dragon's Dogma monsters, like converted over, but I'm trying not to introduce like new stuff to the Curse of Strahd game. So I don't know where I'd make them. Maybe when I start learning how to make Pathfinder monsters, I could start making some Dragon's Dogma monsters into Pathfinder monsters. Anyways, I went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but I'm really excited about it, and I wanted to share. Alrighty, so back to Daybreak. So Daybreak, if they go to Jenny Greenteeth, they're going to go there and ask for a cure. I don't think they're actually going to Jenny Greenteeth today. I think that their intention is to get back in time for the festival at Valakai. So what we will do for asking for a cure is I have a nice document. Let's see. Where did I put that nice document? It might be on our Discord. Let me see. In the resources. I'm too tired to remember where it actually is. Scroll. Orphanage. Mini milestones. Curse of Strahd. Random road encounters. Music. Downtime. The Tome of Strahd. Where the fuck did I put this? Alright, hold on. I should probably have it shared through this document. Let's see. Alright. Fleshing out Cursor Strahd character options. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think I shared it with Red. Let me go back through my chat with Red and see if I can find it. Alright. I was just going to use this as sort of the this is what's happening kind of thing. Oh, also, I did some updates to the Amber Temple document that we might want to go over. Let's see. Oh, man. Going back. They've been werewolves for a long time, apparently. Alright. Here we go. And I'll share this in chat, too. There you go. So this is a pretty good document for handling lycanthropy. I think we've gone over it on stream before, but it talks about the incubation period, the dormancy, and then the consequences of a rampage. It gives a stat block for when you turn into a werewolf, embracing the curse, resisting the curse of the body, the curse of the mind. And then it talks about controlling the beast and all of that. And then we also have the rules from Grim Hollow that we're using as well. Now, this document, I don't believe, provides any useful information on how to cure lycanthropy. Maybe Grim Hollow does. Let's see. Grim Hollow? There we go. Grim Hollow campaign guide. Transformation. Lycanthrope. There we go. Alright, becoming a lycanthrope. Once you become a lycanthrope, shit begins to happen to you. Helpless creatures, your primary target. Cool abilities that you could take. And that's it. What is the cure? Oh my god. Alright. Cure for lycanthropy. I mean, I know Wolfsbane is a cure, but... Alright, hold on. D&D. Cure for lycanthropy. It can't just be a remove curse, y'all. A remove curse spell can remove it. But a natural-born lycanthrope can only be freed by a wish. That's lame. How do you cure lycanthropy? After Glory of the Dead, you can cure... Oh, this is from Skyrim. Alright. How do you cure lycanthropy? Alright, let's see what this article has to say about it. Lycanthropy is one of the coolest and most common curses in a fantasy genre. Way to let players become werewolves using lycanthropy feats. That's cool. Why lycanthropy doesn't work in 5e? Damage immunities, absolutely. What are the drawbacks? A curse should be something that changes the character in a somewhat profound way. In many cases, a cure can also be a boon, but I believe it should always be balanced out by an equally demanding drawback. Blah, blah, blah. How to fix it? Alright, make it more permanent. Read this article about how to make curses harder to deal with. Alright. I love having to read 2 articles to get an answer for something. Remove curse makes curses relevant. Agreed. It's agreed. Curses are an amazing tool, and you shouldn't have to deal with that shit. How many curses are removed? Curses less lethal and more fun. Greater Restoration does what Remove Curse does anyways, but at least it's a 5th level spell that costs 100. Okay. Make curse magic items matter. Conclusion. That doesn't really help me either. Alright. Let's really confuse our FBI agent. So, common cures for lycanthropy. All right, medieval Europe believed in 3 different methods to cure lycanthropy. That's what I want. I want the real shit. Exhaustion. Long periods of extreme physical exercise were believed to relieve the victim of the malady. Oh, I forgot that they had werewolves in ancient Greece. We should have done more with that in the Odyssey games. That would have been dope. I know there's... I won't talk about it, but I feel like there could have been more done. Medieval Europe employed 3 methods to cure the malady. Wolfsbane, surgically, or exorcism. Alright, the Arabic Sicilian belief is striking the werewolf on the forehead or scalp with a knife, piercing werewolf skin with nails, conversion to Christianity, saying the person's Christian name 3 times, German belief, or scolding a werewolf, Danish belief. Wow, the Danish really wanted to take the easy way out. Bad dog. No. Dunzos. Okay. Wow. Why were people worried about this shit at all? Okay. Let's see. Resisting the curse. And if an infected creature wishes to resist the call of the curse, they face a grueling task. The curse is ancient and deadly, a force of dark magic that has survived countless generations through sheer power. If removed curse, a greater restoration is cast on the infected creature, and they succeed on both saving throws listed below. The curse of lycanthropy can be lifted. The curse of lycanthropy forces a physical change. A lycanthrope shifts form, gaining animal features to enhance their power. The curse of lycanthropy forces a mental change. The spirit of the beast promises a hunt unlike any other. To resist this urge, you must make a wisdom saving throw. A creature that has undergone a ritual silver ceremony. Shit, where do I get a ritual silver ceremony from? Oh, under removing the curse. Alright, if remove curse, greater restoration, or wolfsbane is used before the full moon, they do not remove the curse. The caster can detect and identify the curse growing in them until the moon rises. Their first full moon, they feel a rush. As the moon rises, they call on them. Whatever the choice is no longer in control of their character. Consequences. So where's this ritual of silver? Silvered weapons, silver vulnerability. You just mentioned a silver ritual. You don't do anything about it. Okay. So, what do you need for the cure? Wolfsbane to aid with the curse of the body. Pure silver. So we'll put powdered. Now they could go to the fucking mines that they keep wanting to go to. Christ. Wolfsbane to add with the curse of the... Oh, no. No. To deal with the curse of the body. There we go. Powdered pure silver to deal with the curse of the mind. Alright. And then we need the heart of a werewolf to initiate the ritual. Of the silvered soul. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, so basically eat heart as moon rises. Drink before ritual to lower the DC from 14 to 10. I feel like we should set the DC fucking higher so that there's better reason to lower it. So we'll say from 15 to 10. There we go. And then drink before the ritual to lower the DC from 15 to 10. There we go. Alright, that seems pretty easy. And then in addition to eating the heart as the moon rises, should there be some other thing that they have to do? Going off of these traditional things, oh, I closed the window because they were so silly, I think. Nope, here they are. exhaustion. Okay. So let's see. We'll put while at 3 or more exhaustion, comma, eat the heart as the moon rises. That'll make all of the checks even harder to do, which really makes it so that you want to go do the fucking supplemental parts. That works out really good. Drinking water from the footprint of an animal would make you into one. Let's see. Piercing your skin with nails. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. A silvered nail must be hammered into your chest and skull. This process deals 1d6 damage. Comma, twice. Alright. And let's see. I think that's enough stuff. You gotta hammer silver nails into yourself while you're exhausted and eating the heart of a werewolf. I feel like that kind of covers it. Alright, so then we'll also use this document as our guide. But if they decide to lean into it instead, then after the full moon, they can start gaining werewolf abilities. Alright, sounds good to me. So that solves the werewolf problem. Now with 10 minutes, let's figure out everything else that we need to know. Okay, one thing to mention. Eric died last week, but he didn't have a fate point, but he's come a long way, and I rolled to see if anyone took interest in him, and Fekre, Queen of Poxes, did. And we've already worked her shit out, so all those transformations are locked and loaded and ready to go now. So this is what happens with Fekre, Queen of Poxes. Fekre's goals are complex. She seeks the proliferation of life, specifically bacteria and viruses. She views all other life forms as resources to be claimed, conquered, and shepherded. She fancies herself the mother of life, not associating the many deaths caused by her children as bad, since one being died so that millions might live. The following are examples of possible milestones if you are chosen of Fekre, Queen of Foxes. Spreading disease, leaving corpses out to rot, keeping things filthy. Honestly, leaving corpses out to rot, that's every day for these assholes. They never bury their dead. They never burn the dead. They just leave them out. Eliminating cures for diseases, using misinformation to keep creatures ignorant of ways to prevent the spread of disease. Tier 1, Transformation Boon Fortitude. This dark gift increases the beneficiary's constitution by 3 to a maximum of 22. Your skin is covered in patches of festering, pus-filled sores. They have rancid, infected smell. Asymptomatic, you are immune to the effects of all diseases. However, you fail any saves to prevent catching a disease, and you may never be cured of the disease. Transformation flaw, patient 0. Unknown to your allies, creatures within 60 feet of you have disadvantage to saves against diseases. Failures against diseases are always critical failures. Tier 2, if they decide to pursue this, or they don't really have a choice, because they keep leaving bodies out after battles, you can cast Cure Wounds, but a creature receiving the healing gains a permanent wound that can never be healed. You can cast the spell a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus uses, and they reset on a long rest. But you also get marked. You show all the physical symptoms of each disease you are carrying. Tier 3, increase your max HP by 5 and choose one of the following boons. You are Legion. You understand that you are more than a single creature. You are a living universe. You gain Regeneration 1. This will also restore missing limbs over time. Fire will halt this regeneration. Transformation Contagious. You can now cast Contagion at the 5th level as an innate ability. You can cast the spell a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, uses reset on a long rest. Transformation Boon, Infectious Bite. You gain a natural finesse bite attack that deals 1d4 piercing damage. Creatures bit by this attack must make a con save, DC 18 plus your PB plus your con, or suffer the rot. You can make this bite attack as an action, a bonus action, or part of an attack or multi-attack sequence. If you have a natural bite attack already, add 1d4 to the damage pool for that attack. So obviously, people are going to want to take You Are Legion over everything else, I think. Because it's just regeneration. Like, who the fuck wouldn't want to take that? So I don't know why I bothered making these other abilities, because they're just not as good. There's no equity between these abilities at all, which is kind of like bad design on my part, I'll admit. Font of Life. Anyone completing a long rest. Maybe you should just get both. So how about we do this? We'll do Spreader of Life. Alright. And then you also gain. So now you get to choose between two shitty abilities and one incredible ability. So now it's slightly harder to decide. Anyone completing a long rest in your presence must make a saving throw or gain a random disease. Transformation Boon, Master of Multiverses. Every creature is host to millions of smaller creatures. Your understanding of this wondrous phenomenon gives you mastery over such things. Once per day, you can cause a recently killed creature to rapidly decay into nothing. At the same time, a creature within 30 feet can regain all missing hit points, but now is afflicted with a random disease. And then Pandemic. Creatures near you, 30-foot aura, can never pass saving throws against disease. So, some real Nurgle energy from this guy. And that's what Eric has to look forward to moving on with his life. Yeah, good times. All right. And I'm beating around the bush here with the 5 minutes we have left, but we got to figure out what they're doing in Valakai. So, Lady, Washer, Kid, dead, and it is Darius's fault. All right, so that's one. Let's go over here. And let's see. Tomorrow is the festival. Bones are already missing. All right, so Bones missing. Father Lucian will approach heroes asking for help. Talk about racing against the clock on that one. Holy shit. Festival. Let's see. Ludmilla is overseeing the event. Anastasia intends to use chaos of the event for a feeding frenzy. Washer was tipped off by Vasily about terrorist attack. Intends to kill Mayor, whom she blames for her son's death. Will summon demons. Actually, she seems like more of a devil person. I don't have any devils for her to summon, though, do I? She could summon a bone devil. That'd be pretty fun. The problem with summoning devils and stuff like that in this setting is once they're there, you're stuck with them. Summoned creatures can't leave Barovia. And they get real upset about it. So. And I do think we have a bone devil already, so. Is a bone devil too hard for my player characters? What a great question. What a fantastic thing to ask. Probably. Probably. Alright. It's just a claw bite monster. I mean, really. There's not a lot going on here. It's kind of sad, honestly. I mean, that's just 5th edition for you, though. What abilities could we give this guy to make him a little more interesting? If we did go ahead and summon him. Probably weakness. Brittle bones, something like that. All right. We'll put shattered carapace. All right. When bloodied, the Bone Devil's AC lowers by 3. There we go. That seems like a pretty good weakness. What would we give him for a bloodied ability? Let's see. Bloodied and bruised. New ability, scurry. Mated angry. Tactical retreat. I like this old death throws thing. That should have something. Battle presence. Scurry might be kind of cool because you're already like it's already hella fast with its 40-foot speed and its 40-foot flight, so that could be kind of cool. All right, and then we're gonna give him an ability called Bone Drinker. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, for Fekre, yeah, we could definitely say that he has a smell about him too. All right, so the Bone Drinker is a bonus action, and so it will say, if you drop a creature to 0 HP, you can use this action as a bonus action. The creature immediately takes 2 failed death saves as you liquefy and devour their bones. Creatures whose bones have been fed on have their strength reduced by 4 permanently. That sounds really fun. What a fun ability to give these guys. Alright, I'm into it. So we should probably update... we should probably fix Death's Embrace too. Cold Wind Gust out. Blah, 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 blah. Creatures within 10 feet must succeed on... yeah, that's fine. We'll leave that as is. Alright, so let's go here, and we'll drag our new Bone Devil over. So, get rid of that. Hey, there's no option to delete it. Alright, so in that case, I will put Bone 2. This is probably because it's locked. Let's see. Is the compendium locked? It is. 3 minutes. Well, I guess I'll have to figure the rest of this out myself on the fly. That'll be fun. Alright. Well, I'm off to run the game. Lexaeus22 is going to be streaming it. We'll be back later tonight to play some Star Wars, that is to say, Mythic Odyssey. I hope everybody has a great Sunday, and I'll see you next time.